So, a lot happened today. As you can tell, I got my face painted. I went to the Cherry Blossom Festival. I just tied my hair up in a bun because it was getting on my nerves. So, we went to church first thing in the morning. It was okay. Interesting or whatever. Let me get my thing. Okay, better. So, when we got back from church, we went to Macon for the Cherry Blossom Festival, right? Right, yeah. And Macon, like, we live, I'm not going to tell you where I live because I'm safe online. So we went to the Cherry Blossom Festival. So, some stuff happened. I ate a lot. Like the fat. I ate a bacon-infused waffle covered in strawberries. After that, I ate half of my parents' food because they weren't going to eat it all. It was like they had a huge bowl of like rice and vegetables, and they had a ginormous sushi plate, and then they had some shrimp and some shrimp with some vegetables and a special sauce or whatever, and some rice, and they weren't going to eat all that. So obviously I ate half of everything. And then I ate a cookies and cream ice cream cup. It was about that big. And that big. Yeah. And then I ate most of Presley's because she didn't eat it and it was about to be melted, so I ate it. And then later, we were trying out, they had this sweet potato jam, and I was like eating so many crackers covered in that. And then we tasted some tea, we tasted weird types of honey made from cotton. I didn't like that one. There was one honey I liked, I can't remember the name of it. Mom and Dad got 3 jars of it, but they didn't have the one I liked. They had it out for testing though. Then I got my face painted, and we went home. So, well, me, Dad, Uncle Neil, and Presley went home. We dropped out Presley at her house, and Mom and Nikki went to choir practice, right? But after choir practice, when they were coming home, they were in Mom's van. So, it had been acting up a little bit. She had to pour water on the engine sometimes. The motor blew up. They were like coming home, and there's a crossroads where you go and then you turn right to get to where I live. And they had, just before you turn right, they were sitting, and the motor blew up. It had almost caught on fire, and we had to go get them after spending a bunch of time in Walmart. So we were like in the Walmart parking lot for an hour and a half because Uncle Neil couldn't decide what he wanted. And so he was just standing there deciding what he wanted for an hour and a half, talking, getting his groceries and stuff. So I was there, and then Mom texted us, "Hey, can you pick up some milk?" And I said, "Dad, our bread expired and we need some peanut butter too." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." And he picked me up some, like, 50-cent bag of chips. Well, I threw it in there and he's okay with it, so as long as it's like under $1 or something. Okay, so we were walking out of Walmart, happy as could be, and Mom called him and said, "Can you come get us? The van blew up." And I was like, and so naturally, I texted my friend about it. Instead of calling Mom to ask her if she was okay, since she's in the middle of a conversation, I heard Dad say, "Van blew up. Your mom's van blew up." So I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I told my friend that the motor blew up and it almost caught on fire, and she said, "Oh my gosh, is your mom okay?" Of course Mom's okay. Nikki too. It was just Mom and Nikki. If it was Presley would have been crying. Of course. But anyway, so we go to get them. There's a guy standing there. And he actually knows my Uncle Neil, who's there when we went to get him. And so Uncle Neil ran into a new friend. My mom's van blew up. We went to Cherry Blossom Festival. It was an eventful day. Obviously. Oh, by the way, I started reading a new book on my phone, made a new friend on Wattpad and whatever, and me and Elijah wrote a song. I'll write it down and sing it to y'all later. like tomorrow, there's a poem I wrote. Once upon a time, our lives were set in stone. But then you were gone and I was all alone. And I can't remember the other 4 lines. We wrote a song like, that night that gets you high, the boy that makes you cry. What was the thing? And then something, the car that gets you far, far away. The familiar gray, grab your hips. So wrong, but so right. Something, and the last line was drowning in my. Are you trying to drown me? Drowning in my own drowning. Are you trying to drown me? Drown me in my own tears. It's a good song. I'm gonna have to write it down. And so I used to have this problem with messing with some pimples on my face, and sometimes they would bleed because I messed with them so bad. And so whenever I see this in the wrong lighting, I think they're giant scabs open on my forehead, and I'm terrified. Anyway, I did get this, and I'm going to update it on wattpad. Put my username, xXstoryjunkieX something. I'm probably gonna do that candid one. I'm probably gonna update another poem or song. Another poem or something. I write poetry sometimes. Hold on, give me a second, I'll make up one. Pause it. I'll do anything to feel that rush. For that rush in my blood. Because adrenaline's a high like no other. The flood of emotion. The emotional flood is... let me look at my books for inspiration. 6 feet over my head. The emotional flood, 6 feet over my head, and nothing I can do can stop it. Bam! Poetry. I just looked at these 3 books, Rush, Bloodlines, and 6 Feet Over It, and I was like, bam! Poetry. Yep. Suddenly my life got dimmer, and now I gotta get my camera certain angles and my face certain angles to light my face. But anyway, this video is almost done. I can tell it's getting more awkward by the second. I have done nothing on this, and I need to work on this. That's 5 pages, that's 5 pages, and this is, this is 5 pages, but how many pages have I written on? 1, 2, 3. I've written on 3. So I have 5, 10, 15, 18 pages on the story. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I might do longer updates on Wattpad though, because whenever I write stories entirely in dialogue, it's like, your story takes 30 seconds to read. I'm like, that's kind of short. Even though it has 400 reads. I think I'm thinking of taking a little while to write. I'll do the 5 pages as a whole instead of individual scenes, turn, after shower, morning after, dark alley, at home. Instead of individual scenes, I'll do the whole 5 pages, and that would make me update every week, or if I'm feeling particularly creative, every half week or so, bi-weekly or something. And that wouldn't bode well for the 400 readers I've had, but that would actually help to have longer chapters, and longer chapters are better. So anyway, I need to learn how to, I need to finish reading that book. Also, my friend Lucy, as she is known online, helped me write the song and she was like writing my entries she wrote. And all I can do is fall. I wrote, and then she wrote, "To your knees, 'cause you make me so weak." She helped me like a lot. She like, "Okay, Alicia, I don't know what to do. Should I update this, or this?" Because I have like 3 stories going on, and it's crazy, and it's hectic. Because I gotta update all of them. I gotta update one of them tonight. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the Separate Fire one, because I've already got that written out. I need to go get that first chapter out of my drawer. I'm gonna do that after this. But I also got a poem that I want to get out. Like, I can make poems on the spot. It's weird. They don't always have to rhyme, you know? And then I've got a collection of short stories. I've got a million scenes running around in my mind that I could probably collaborate, make one huge story, but I'm too lazy to do that. Like, random one. Girl jumps into a puddle, gets teleported into a different world. Scene. This girl, I don't know, it's because I'm a girl that I write about girls a lot. This guy goes to the hospital because of a drug problem, but ends up going to Czechoslovakia to find a rehabilitation group. Scene. Like I said, I got a million different scenes running out of my head, and it's absolutely driving me crazy. And that's why I talk so fast, because I'm trying to keep up with my mind. And it gets annoying sometimes, and if I talk slower, perhaps it would make my videos longer, but that would be kind of boring, because when I talk fast, you keep up. I also need to start playing some games, but I don't have a computer yet. Like, my computer broke, and the only Wi-Fi I have is off my phone. We can't buy a computer, because we're trying to move into a different house, and I need to stop talking so fast. Okay. I think I'm done. Okay. Now, you never get writer's block. I'm going to look at the Irish be with you, and bye, lovelies!